This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to the Effing One Podcast, the world's least downloaded Formula One podcast.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. You might think that's a problem. Not for us, it's not. Effing One Podcast doesn't want any downloads. Thank you very much. In fact, if you're listening to this podcast right now for the very first time, we'd like you to stop. We'd like you to respectfully bugger off right now. You see, if we get more downloads, we'll be forced to have advertising. We'd need to watch what we say. We'd have sponsors to worry about offending. All the big Formula One names that join us every week would disappear. This is the only podcast that Sebastian Vettel, Toto Wolff, Kimi Räikkönen, Robert Kubica and Dan Ricciardo, yet to actually appear, but continually promises every week, regularly go on. Because Liberty Media, the owners of Formula One, make them fill a quota. And this is where they hide from the reputable media outlets and they join us. So, if you've accidentally stumbled across this mildly amusing, hastily thrown together podcast, please fuck off now. Because you're ruining it for everyone. If you don't, are they gone?
If you're still listening,
Are they listening?
you've made a mistake.
I think they've wait, just stop talking. Yeah, they've gone. They're gone. Good.
Right. Fuck them. Bunch of cunts.
Oh, thank God for that. They are a bunch of cunts. So for the rest of you, please relax, loosen your trousers, strap yourself in, and shut the hell up! Because two slightly overweight middle-aged Aussie blokes are about to talk Formula One. G'day, Luke!
Should they put their hand down their pants as well?
Oh, fuck, I forgot that.
Do that.
All right.
Do it as well.
Yeah, let's do it together.
Do the whole... All right.
That's nice.
Oh, mine's wet.
Yeah, it looks wet. It looks wet, those trousers. G'day, mate.
I get excited every time you do an
I'm
intro.
excited when I see you. I'm excited to get out of the house from
You
those
did
kids.
a nice little dick touch too.
Oh, I love it. I love it. How was the, you just come back from being in the mountains,
I camped.
camping? You're doing the meteor shower show?
I didn't have a shower. I had a bucket shower.
Yep.
That was great in 2 degrees weather.
Ooh, cold on the plums. Did you drop the plums in?
They're all innies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's inverted.
Yeah.
I'm now a woman.
Fair
So
enough.
respect me. Woman, hear me roar.
So when we
Take that, Caitlyn Jenner. It's just cold water I needed.
There you go. Didn't cost too much at all for
No,
you.
not at all.
So when we make out now, you and I, it's not so weird anymore.
No, not weird at all.
No.
It wasn't weird in the first place, but now it just feels right.
The beard wasn't fun.
I'm
but
keeping the beard.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
not going testosterone. I'm sure in summer it'll pop back out. And until then, I'm going to ride this.
Ride the wave, baby. Right. Did you catch any good photos? Did you get any good, because you are professional, those who don't know you, Luke, as well as I do, a professional photographer by. Strangely enough, this is not Luke's first job.
I know.
Strangely enough, this is not how he makes a crust.
Yes, this is definitely uncrustworthy.
Hard to believe.
I pressed a button. Things happen.
Yeah.
I've yet to go through all of them. It did some good photos came out of it.
Yep.
A good time off.
Even though there was a overcast cloud.
Overcast, rainy, foggy.
Yeah. Not the best for a meteor
Not
show.
great for a meteor shower. Saw a few when it did clear up for about 45 minutes. But other than that, more importantly.
Nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me into your beautiful palatial residence.
Oh, very French.
Well, we're coming up to Monaco.
Oh.
They,
Now that gets my pants wet. My panties. That's why it's wet.
Wee.
'Cause I
I
have a
love the
vagina.
fact you call your underpants panties, Luke. It's just the way I want to start a podcast.
It's odd that a 39-year-old man calls them panties.
Well, that he wears panties.
They're frilly. They're lacy and I feel comfortable. Don't judge me.
And you got them from one of those Japanese vending machines, which I think is always a good place to get your
Well,
panties.
first I wear them on my head for a few days
Yeah.
just to get the full aroma.
Yeah.
Then I put them in, I use them as like a tea bag,
Yeah.
strain my tea through them. Then wash them, dry them and wear them.
Mouth-watering
It's not-
podcast, Luke.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is mouth-watering.
There's no spew guarantee on this one though. If you did vomit, that doesn't count. It was the previous.
We still have the
No one threw up.
the
I didn't-
vomit-free guarantee.
Do we?
Yes. If
Oh.
you do vomit when you listen to this podcast, we will come to your place and dry clean your outfit. That still stands. That no vomit effing one guarantee. Just to put it out there. Ironclad guarantee. Big forward sell time, Luke. Forward sell. It's a forward sell.
Sell it.
Here comes a forward sell. Big podcast coming up, Luke. Whoa, mouth-watering, tantalising podcast. Oh, jeez. By G's, by Joe's, by crikey, Luke.
Made you change pitch.
I know. You've got to, Luke, because it's intense.
What's coming up?
The excitement of this podcast. We're going to wrap up the Siesta del Boro, which for the first time wasn't very El Boro.
No, it was
What do we call it now? Siesta del Excitio?
just
Nah. Do we still want to get rid of
passable.
it? Do we still want to can it from the F1 calendar?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that exciting.
Go to Jerez. Go somewhere else.
Go anywhere.
Try somewhere else.
Go to Narang,
Ooh.
the Monaco of the Gold Coast, Luke.
See, Monaco, the Gold Coast to Monaco.
Wouldn't that-
Back-to-back Grand Prix.
If we got rid of Spain, we'd go from the Monaco of the Gold Coast, being Narang, Shitsville, Tennessee, absolutely horrid place,
To its sister city.
to its sister city, the real Monaco, the Monaco of the Monaco. Yeah.
It's the Monaco of the Gold Coast. Or it's the Gold Coast of the Monaco.
Yeah. Yeah. Robert Kubica. Who else is coming up in this? The real Robert Kubica is coming up.
The real one.
Anyone else?
Toto Wolff.
Correct.
Kimi Raikkonen.
Rock and roll.
Sebastian Vettel.
Yep.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Yes. Lock it in for the very first time. We have we talk a good game. We talked about Dan rocking up.
Yep. We've talked a lot of shit, but tonight,
This is the night.
rolling my sleeves up as I say it, wearing my Daniel Ricciardo jumper.
Yep.
I thought I have to dress for him.
Yep. Well, it will be Skype. He'll be able to see us. So you got to look good. You've had a fresh shave.
Yep.
You're looking good.
Shave my balls. He doesn't know that, but
No, but we'll
Does
tell
now.
him. We'll tell him.
yeah, we'll show him.
He'll be impressed.
We'll show him. Check out the undercarriage.
You got no choice.
Yeah.
Luke's lap is back.
Yes.
We're going to throw you in the Effing One podcast, Making Formula One Great Again simulator that you hand whittled. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely, I mean, the fact that you built this yourself, have you had any orders for?
Oh, many.
Yeah.
Many.
People-
I've turned them all down.
Nah. It's
I might sell it.
one of a kind.
Put it up for auction.
Could do. They're worth a fortune, those things. They're
They
not
are.
cheap.
They are. And it's sturdy.
Very, very good. We're going to throw you in that very soon, mate. Do a hot lap
Excited
around
about
Monaco.
that.
And we're going to wrap up the
We're going to talk about, we'll preview the Monaco Grand Prix.
Preview the Monaco Grand Prix. And we need to speak to... Oh, before we do... Oh, sorry. Getting ahead of ourselves, Luke. As is tradition here at F1 Podcast, as is tradition, we have no choice in doing it, but we have to do this. We must respect the peoples, the customs, the cultures of the native peoples of the host race.
Taking off my jumper right now.
Good. Do it slowly. Very nice. You have shaved down, Luke. You really have.
This is
Your
high Dan in chest hair.
Jesus, down to your manfro. Beautiful. We're actually wearing the native outfits out of respect to the country and the culture of the host race of the next host. So being Monaco. And of course, have you stripped down? You have.
Yes.
Looking good. Absolutely.
Well, I had to be silent for it. I can't get undressed and talk.
We are wearing matching outfits and we are dressed in the famous apparel of your great-great-grandmother, Conchita. Conchita Wormold.
Great grandmother.
You're great.
She was great though.
Great-grandmother. Yes, and for those who aren't aware, Luke has a rich tradition and a family lineage back to Monaco. 13th in line?
15th.
15th in
I think
line?
I'm down to 13th now.
A couple have
We've
died.
bumped a few off.
A couple have died
Or
of
they've
old
been
age.
dishonorably discharged.
Choked on some escargot. We've lost a couple. You are 13th in line to the Monaco throne. A wonderful story. We won't go too far into it, but you probably need to listen to episode, a couple of years ago, wasn't it, when it was first unveiled?
Maybe 7 or 8.
It was news to you, actually.
I didn't know. I didn't know about this. You had a look into my family tree. You went on Ancestry.com or something.
It was like one of those episodes of
Yeah.
Ancestry. You know, when you get
Yeah.
famous people, they want to find out their roots and their heritage.
Yeah.
And I did that to you live on the podcast.
You did. It's the emotional part.
Yeah.
You couldn't hold it together.
It was
Just telling me.
it was emotional for both of us.
15 minutes of
Of
an intro.
Yes, it was hard work.
You had to
Luke.
walk it off.
I did. I had to walk. We had to walk away, come back to it. Long story short, your great grandmother worked as a housekeeper at the Monaco royal family. She was, of course, changing the water in some lovely, beautiful pink,
Tending?
Asian lilies, tending the flowers when. I don't know why it's hit me. It just hit me. The prince snuck up behind Conchita and bent her over the vase and impregnated Conchita, and an illegitimate
I heard that he was
son was born to
brief,
the royal throne.
which was nice.
Sorry?
It was brief.
Very brief, yes.
Like, boom, you're pregnant.
Yeah, well, the royals aren't normally known for their
Stamina?
between the sheets work. They were very much known for their surprise attack.
It runs in the family.
It's right in the
I
family.
still like me.
Yes. Yes. So we're going to.
Fastest hand in the West, they call me.
So we are wearing, out of respect for Conchita, the lovely maid's outfit, the black and white traditional French
You look good.
maid outfit with the little feather duster and the little apron and the headpiece. We do feel very, very manly. Always nice to get dressed up for a podcast.
It's nice.
Wearing
Some would say it's ridiculous and there's no point to it. I disagree.
well, seriously, I mean, what?
There's a lot of things that we do that's not necessary. This podcast is not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, we're completely wasting our time. Like, there's no reason
yeah.
for us to do this, except for the fact that I want to get away from my family.
Done.
And
Deal.
you, I don't know. You could be doing anything right now. Why do you do this?
I've got nothing
got
else
nothing.
going.
Nothing
Really.
else.
No.
This is it.
I look forward to this. This is like the highlight of my week.
Man, we got to get you a hobby. Okay, so let's talk about the race.
The race?
Yep,
Spanish Grand Prix.
the Spanish Grand Prix. It wasn't such a El Boro, was it?
No.
It was pretty good.
It was El Excito for a bito.
I know. We've got some awards coming up. We're going to hand out some awards. Basically, the race seemed to come down to Red Bull suck.
Well, their strategies is we've talked to Toto Wolff and he's mentioned about how stupid Red Bull is.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting strategy that played out, and I think if the roles were reversed, Red Bull would have done the same thing.
Gone the two-stop?
If they were second, they're like, we've got nothing to lose.
No.
We've got a gap back to
Yep.
third. Let's just roll the dice.
Yep.
If we catch him, we're not going to overtake him now. So let's just put on some fresh tyres. Hopefully by the end of the race, he'll be able to overtake him. And he did.
So if by qualifying first, you're basically screwing up your entire race,
Yeah.
you think? I mean, if it had been the other way around and Hamilton qualified first, Max would have won it.
When the first pit stop happened, Max dived in. I thought, Lewis, do it now. You'll get him. And they didn't. And they kept him out. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then you saw that the gap was too much now. Like if he'd pitted, he would have been behind anyway. He had that opportunity that he would have been ahead, but they kept him out. And I was confused. I'm like, that was your opportunity to win the race. And they stayed out. And he said that, the tyres were shit. And then he put out the fastest lap as he does. And then he says, they're good. Then they pit him. He comes out. He's 5-8 seconds behind or something. Catches back up and gets close and then pits again. You're like, what are they doing? Max is going to the end. He's committed to that now.
Yep.
Because once Lewis did his outlap, that he couldn't pit. He would have overtaken him in the pit strategy. So it was the smart ploy, and he just chipped away at that lead, and Max's tyres started to go off, and Lewis got the move done.
And Red Bull seems to be a bit heavy on tyre wear compared to Mercedes.
Yeah.
So that sort of fell into the lap of Mercedes a little bit.
Mercedes ran it a little bit harder after he, closed the gap of a possible pit stop. Then they just said, just save your tyres, and where Lewis could, thrash it, come back in, get another set of boots, and thrash it again, and it could have been a couple laps later. He may not have had any tyres left to attack him. So Lewis got it done, did it at the right time, didn't rush it like Max does.
Yep.
just a smart drive and a really good strategy by Mercedes, which I think Red Bull would have done anyway if the roles were reversed. Because when you're second, you got nothing to lose, have a crack, and Mercedes came out on top again.
And a race that was normally would be a one-stop race traditionally,
Yeah.
but Mercedes made a two-stop race work, which was quite amazing. Did Lewis? Did he question the tactic? You know, Lewis often likes to question tactics of his own team. Did he question the pit wall and say, "Fellas, what am I doing? Why am I in a two-stop strategy?" He didn't do that, did he?
I think that it was pretty well laid out. I think when Lewis is fighting, he seems to be more focused.
Yep.
And less pedantic about things. And when he's got a battle on, he's kind of like ears back, get it done,
Yep.
and
Even
trusting in the team.
without the help of Bottas, who seemed to hold him up a little bit, which was nice.
That was nice, wasn't it?
It wasn't that bad, but you could. It looked like he didn't move over
Yeah.
entirely,
Didn't make it easy.
which is a bit of a which could have been quite tricky had Hamilton not have been as quick, and that last might have been quite a fun last lap and a interesting debrief.
And there was a lot of overtaking, a lot of side-by-side stuff. Yeah, it was a pretty good Grand Prix
Good
Spain.
Grand Prix.
For Spain.
Yeah. Best of the rest. So Bottas came third. Was never really in it, but when is he? He never really is
No,
he?
he's
Bloody waste of space.
there, and that's about it.
Yeah, he's just in the background. Oh, but speaking of waste of space, how about Perez? Come on, mate.
Leclerc, best of the rest.
Leclerc was
Fourth.
Yeah, good.
Then Perez, Ricciardo, Sainz, Norris, Ocon, Gasly.
Yep.
Your top 10.
But see, Dan's back. Dan, even though
Dan was on form.
he's all right.
And Monaco this weekend.
Oh,
If Lando can out-qualify him in Monaco,
I'll eat my bloody. I'll eat your.
I'll eat my panties.
I'll eat your knickers. I'll eat your panties that you're wearing right
We'll
now.
go halves.
God, he better not.
There's no fucking way.
There's
Unless
no way.
Daniel makes a mistake, which he doesn't around Monaco.
Isn't it? I love the way Dan came out and admitted that he was being coached, and he's got no qualms about it. He's totally cool with it. He's like, the team is teaching me. They're on the blower, saying, "Okay, mate, you need to a bit more brake here. All right, release it here." Because it's a completely different car. He's having to relearn how to drive the race car.
But it's like, you get in a go-kart and then you get in your road car and you're like,
Yeah.
this is different.
Yep.
You gotta, and when you have 2 years of habits, and with Red Bull, he had, 3 to 4 years of habits. So he had to brake to make sure that he could get the most out of that car because you've got to drive it differently. So, and Carlos Sainz, it's like a completely different series.
Yeah, right.
You're driving a different formula. So it's just about getting used to it. And he's out-qualified him. I think it's 3-1. Lando made a mistake at Imola. But it's 3-1. He finally outraced him, which is he did a decent job.
Yeah, I think this is the beginning of Dan starting to
And
chip
Monaco
away.
will just give him more confidence. He loves that track. He loves being the street fighter around there.
I've put a sneaky little fiver on him.
Ooh,
50-1 he was paying.
good odds.
50-1, Luke. Sneaky little fiver.
Yep.
Dan Ricciardo win for the Monaco GP.
So the winners of the Grand Prix, I would say, is Leclerc,
Oh, yes.
Ricciardo, and Mercedes. Clearly,
Yep.
losers, Tsunoda.
Oh, another one. He's like Perez.
Unfortunate, but he can't slag off the Honda engine because he's Japanese.
I've never seen a Japanese with such a dirty mouth.
I love
Nobody's
it.
so polite. It's great. He's just cursing and swearing at everyone.
I love it.
His
I
own
wonder
team.
where he learnt when he was just like, you know what? Wonder if would he swear all the time in Japanese?
Maybe he doesn't realise they're swear words.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's been, listening to the same translation book that I've been giving to Robert Kubica about his wife being a cunt.
There we go.
Gasly, loser.
Oh, Gasly.
He got a point,
I know.
but he could have got so much more. He was up there. He overshot his pit box
yes.
by a country fucking mile.
Yes.
You can't pull reverse.
No, you can't.
We know that F1 drivers aren't good at reversing.
No.
Perez, bad.
Very bad. Disappointing.
Not good qualifying. Daniel got the jump on him, held him up for a bit. Same with Leclerc, jump Bottas, held him up a bit. And Alpine. Ocon got 2 points.
Disappointing.
Alonso, the Spanish matador, where is he?
The home
finished
GP.
in 17th.
The home GP. Disappointing. I mean, they showed such promise the previous GP, didn't
They
they?
sure did.
But then nothing.
Found wanting.
Lacking.
A lap behind. And back in 17th, you get 0 points for Fernando Alonso. So they're the winners and losers. We got some awards.
Oh, we do. Luke, we've got some beautiful hand-whittled award, as is tradition here at F1 Podcast.
Do you know who hand-whittled it this week?
Who hand
Pete's mum.
Pete's mum.
Yep. She's been in hospital, so
Lorraine.
she's had a bit of time.
Is it Lorraine?
No, Judy.
Judy. Sorry.
Judy's been hand whittling.
Lovely Judy.
Pete's tending to Judy's animals.
Oh, he's still down there?
He's still down.
Oh, good boy.
He jumped back for a couple of days, did some work, and then he...
On this podcast? He was
No,
doing
no,
some
no.
work on this podcast?
Nothing to do with us.
No?
No.
So if
That's
you,
why it sounds so good.
Well, yeah, if you do realise there's a definite increase in the standard of this podcast
Mm.
from previous weeks, it's all down to Pete not being here.
Yes.
Producer Pete.
Producer Pete, he's not here, and she's done a great job whittling these.
Well done. So she's got the
Little tiny hands, intricate detail,
very little hands and some little
like
tools.
baby hands.
Baby hands. You can tell because look at the work. Look at the work from the craftsmanship. Look at the
The
craftsmanship.
detail.
It's the details.
Yeah,
It's lovely. It's got, what is that? A bit of oak? Is that oak?
that's oak.
Is it
Then there's some beech wood,
jarrah? Oh, I can see a bit of. I love the smell of jarrah.
and she's worked some eucalyptus into there too.
Does she do any work with pine?
No,
No.
she hates pine.
Yeah.
She's all anti-pine.
Very much so.
Christopher Pine, she hates him.
Yep. And it's not a renewable timber. She's very much with the eco-friendly
Oh,
timbers.
she is.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Jude, for whittling. Let's have a look at the first award. Here it is, Luke, and she's express posted up from Victoria up to the sunny Gold Coast. It's the F1 podcast. It's the Green Award
Yes.
for the lowering the carbon footprint.
Pretty easy. Sonoda and Honda. You give us a shit engine, won't make the race, and fuck, you're done. How annoying would that be? Japanese driver, and it's because of the Honda engine, he's fucked.
Unbelievable. Him and Perez are my two biggest disappointments, I reckon, so far.
They've had like a flash in the pan.
We were so excited about them.
I'm still excited about Sonoda swearing.
Well, that is the only good thing about it. I thought Perez was going to win the World Championship. I thought this was it.
So did I.
Anyway.
He probably thought it too.
Yeah.
And he realised, Mac's pretty quick.
Next award. I forgot the awards. The normal. What do we normally do
We
next?
can do the lick it and send it
Lick it
award.
and send it. You want to do lick it and send it?
Yeah.
Okay, for overtaking, best overtaking manoeuvre.
They were just slagging him off then, but he made a very good move
Yeah.
on Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez.
Oh,
It
Sergio.
was a very good move.
Yep.
Ran the outside of turn 1
Yeah.
into turn 2.
Not famous for his overtaking,
No.
but he's certainly tyre wear. He's very good on the tyres.
Good duel. And the F1 Podcast Award, you want to slam that on the table?
There we are.
Now, I've always spoken about how Formula 1 is shot. That it needs, I've had people watch F1 and go, they're not going that fast.
Yeah.
They don't look that quick. They look like they're going 40. They'll stand on the street out the front of my house and go, they look faster than a Formula 1 car. The way it's shot.
Who are these people?
Well, they're people.
Morons.
Nonsensical.
Yeah.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabbers.
But they have a point. The way it's shot. But
Yeah.
Formula 1 did something at the Spanish Grand Prix that I applauded. They had a camera, sort of mid to late corner, turn 3.
Oh, yes.
And it really showed the speed as they came around the corner. It was a nice static shot.
Yes.
And you just saw him just come
Drive
straight out
right
and towards the
over it.
camera. And then they panned with it, which made it look slow again. So that shot alone
Yep.
made F1 great again. And that's what
Yes.
this podcast is all about.
Well done. Well spotted. Well spotted.
Got my
Luke.
dick hard.
Yeah.
Everything in F1 gets my dick hard.
Well,
but
it does.
That specifically made F1 great again. It's the
Yep.
way you shoot it. And I think Monaco this weekend, I hope that they really get an opportunity to show how steep, tight, and undulating this circuit is, especially when you come out of the tunnel and they drop like 3 stories.
Yep.
You don't really notice that on onboards. You need to show some smart angles to get this done. And Netflix, if you can do it, why can't we?
Deep,
Do
tight.
it probably. You're showing this thing to the world.
Yeah.
Make them look fast.
Make them look bloody dangerous.
And instead of that stupid intro at the start of a Grand Prix, they're all standing there on the start-finish line in Australia. They've computer-generated. And they take off and flames come out the back.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Come on.
Sell a proper show. Don't fucking
Just
spin
don't.
shit.
We're a passionate people. We want to see real racing. Give us Formula One the way we want it.
Yes.
I'm with you, Luke.
Anyway,
Very passionate.
there was no Pastor Maldonado award. No one was a real dickhead.
Oh, that's a shame. You can't think of anyone who's a dickhead?
Oh, there's
Bottas.
dickheads.
Well, Bottas was
Vettel
a
was
bit
a bit of a dickhead,
wasn't he? Vettel was always a bit of a dickhead.
Went off track in qualifying. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I said so. We may not get a Pastor Maldonado.
It's happened. It's happened.
It's right now.
This is the first time.
Yeah.
Next award?
The UGE Day Award. There it is. For wasting everyone's time.
Yeah.
And we just spoke about him.
Oh,
Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian, what is happening with...
Really
Sorry,
wasting his
I want to
time.
go back in time. I want to go back in time. You know, I said that Perez and Tsunoda were my biggest disappointments of the... No, it's Vettel. Sebastian Vettel
I wish you could say that to Vettel when we talk to him later.
I'll be busy. I've got that
You
thing.
gotta make tea.
Do the T stuff down.
TT.
TT. I can do a TT.
I gotta do the TT.
Go.
I'll make a tea.
Yeah.
That's important that you do.
The T's nice.
The Speckled Jim medal.
Oh, Speckled Jim.
So it's a 3-2-1 voting system. 3 being best on ground, 2 second best on ground. The single vote is for the third best on ground. It's like the Brownlow medal in the AFL. Best and fairest, pretty much, of the race. Leclerc gets 3.
Oh,
Good drive, P4.
yeah, that was good.
Outperforming a car, as he always does. 2 points go to the winner, Lewis Hamilton. Great strategy, executed it well.
Fair enough.
And I'm giving 1 point, as much as he was a bit disappointing. He did make the most of, once he got past Daniel, he made the most. I'm giving it to Sergio Perez.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pity point.
Yeah.
But
I would have thought that Dan might have deserved a point there.
you would think that.
Yeah.
You would think
Not just because we're an Aussie podcast that love Dan Ricciardo, and the fact that he's coming up in this podcast very shortly,
it's
Luke. And
very
a little
exciting.
sneaky forward sell.
Caviar Cup.
Caviar Cup. I love the caviar.
So this is about the billionaire boys Stroll, Latifi, and Mazepin.
It's only between the 3. It's the battle of the rich boys.
Yep.
Their daddies bought them a team, and now they've got a race, but they're not racing against each other. They're racing against their teammates.
Yep.
They're only measured by their teammate in the same car. The Caviar Cup.
But it's a little bit, it's a little bit difficult because, sure, Lance Stroll against 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel, but Sebastian Vettel's probably at the end of his tenure, end of his time in Formula
Probably.
1.
Very much so, I think.
Latifi is against Russell, one of the young guns of the sport.
He's got the hardest gig.
And Mazepin is against Mick Schumacher, who is, Formula 2 champion.
Yeah. We didn't think that he would be so much better than Mazepin this year, but he has been much better than his
Significantly.
teammate. Significant. Every week.
Yeah. So Stroll gets a point because he outqualified, or he outraced and outqualified Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah.
So he's the only one who finished ahead of his teammate, and the other 2 get fuck all points.
He's gonna romp it in, isn't he?
He should.
He's gonna win this, the Caviar Cup.
He should.
He looks
He'd be happy he'll win something.
He looks red hot on the nose. And then, of course, we've got another award. Oh, it's escaped me. It's the shit award.
The turd
The
champion.
turd championship, Luke.
turd
I
champion.
apologise. The worst of the worst. Too often do we celebrate the best in the business.
You don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. Not here. Not on this podcast. We celebrate the shit.
Yes. So first reverse points. So if you're first, you get 25 points. That's great towards a world championship of driving, whatever. But we do it the opposite.
Yeah.
If you come dead last, you get negative points toward the turd championship
Yeah.
to prove you're the shittest driver.
You deserve a little tip of the cap for being so rubbish.
Yeah. And a big gold turd on a bit of oak with your name engraved into it, which will FedEx you.
FedEx you a poo. It's a delightfully gold-plated poo.
So on negative 73 points, it's Me Too Mazepin. Negative 65 points for Latifi. Junior Schumacher is on 47. Boy George Russell is on 40. Sweary Tsunoda's on 35. Radio Ran Raikkonen, 32. All negative points, remember. The Fonz, Fernando Alonso, he's on negative 30. Fingerboy Sebastian Vettel, 24. Pizza Delivery Guy Giovinazzi, negative 18. Other Finn Bottas, he's on 15. Gasman Gasly, negative 12. French Stick Ocon, 4. And into the negative points, it's a tier 1, a Tesla, Sergio Perez.
Beautiful.
Signs and Daddy Boy all on -1 points.
Well done. And I love the way that you beautifully, artistically interwoven the nicknames.
The nicknames of,
Really
of
nice.
these drivers.
Very good.
And the qualifying pole lap was a 1 minute 16.741. They did a change in turn 10, so it was a little bit faster entry. Not a great chance to overtake. The fast lap went to Max with a 1 minute 18.149. He got the extra point. Fastest pit stop was Aston Martin with a 2.16, and driver of the day, according to the Formula One know-it-alls of the voting community online, it's Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton.
That wraps up the Spanish Grand Prix.
Well done.
Not so Boro.
Not as Boro as usual. Thank you very much, Spain.
Thank you.
Slightly impressed, almost. Strange to say that about Barcelona.
But here we are.
And do you think the championship is wrapped up? No, I don't think. There's a long way to go. And these cars, I mean, if it wasn't for a bit of luck from Hamilton when he got out of the gravel trap and reversed, I mean, this would be a very different world championship. We have got a close one on our hands.
We do.
It looks like it's not going to be close if you look at the points.
Who's going to win Monaco?
I think it's going to be Dan.
Dan?
Well, it's more wishful thinking. I don't know if that car
50 to 1?
I think the Red Bull is going to be more suited. But can Max win it? Max is just going to crash at Monaco.
In qualifying?
And Sergio is going to be disappointing again. So it just leads... Hamilton will be good, I guess. It'll be between Hamilton and Dan.
Yep.
What do you
Front
think?
row?
Front row. And yeah, I reckon there's going to be
Leclerc
Max is
on a
going to
podium?
crash in qualifying.
That'll be tasty.
Love
Not
it.
good for the championship, but...
No.
So yeah, the Monaco Grand Prix coming up. But should we talk to
Oh, yes.
the hand in
Formula
the paddock?
One's number one COVID tester. He's still here. He did threaten to leave. I think it was last week. He said he was going to... Let's find out what's going on. Can you play the intro, Luke?
Sure.
Love that. Hand in the paddock. Hand in the paddock. It's hand in the paddock with Robert Kubica. Robert Kubica. Hey! Hey! Can't believe that's a new Polish national anthem. God, it's good. It's
beautiful.
It's moving. Ah, it's beautiful. We should chat to...
To the man himself.
I'll catch you later.
All right, enjoy. Get my tea.
Hey! Hello! I'm Robert Kubica. Hello. Hello, fellas. Nice to see you.
Nice to see
F1
you.
podcast. Hello. Hello from Monaco.
Oh, careful! Don't
Sorry.
don't scratch that nose. You know
Hey.
where that finger's been.
Yes. Yes, I have a
You
fresh...
just did a test.
It's a fresh one, Luke. It's a
test?
fresh one.
Who'd you just test?
Oh, I wish you could smell. I would like to...
what a shame.
I'd like you to guess.
No.
Okay, let me describe the smell for you, and maybe
Please.
you can guess for me. Oh yes, I'm getting a hint of tannin, a tannin of the
Who's a big wine drinker?
yes, it's got a bit of wine. It's got a little bit of French. French. Can you smell the Frenchiness on the?
I can't.
You
I'm
can't
a long
smell.
way away.
It's okay. Well, I can smell. Yes, it smells like a tall, skinny, little Frenchman.
Oh, is that Esteban Ocon?
Yes, Esteban Ocon.
Ooh.
Esteban Ocon. Yes, and let me just. Sorry,
You need to do your official.
I need to do the official FIA testing of the COVID. I am the COVID tester. So you have just caught me moments ago. I will read.
I saw him scurry out.
Did you
with his
see?
little
Yes. He stopped
little
to.
tidy whities he had on there?
Yes, he was in the Alpine garage having a nice little bit of the food in the Bain Marie.
I think he gets his panties from where I get mine.
I think so. He's wearing ladies' panties. Do you wear ladies' panties, Luke?
I do.
Do you really,
Yeah,
Luke?
just started.
Nothing wrong with this, Luke.
No.
Come on. Back to my test.
Stop sniffing.
Yes.
And you're
So,
going to do the taste test?
He was having some escargot at the Bain Marie, and I sneak up behind. I tiptoe closer to him, closer. And of course, you know when they have
So some tests you have to.
yes,
bring him by
he had the
surprise.
suit down by his waist. It was because he was just hanging around and doing this testing and stuff. So I just
So
And
you used your good hand
Yes.
to pull the rest down, and then you just went straight in.
Straight in.
The gammy
You
hand.
don't tell them. You don't warn them.
Do you warm your hands?
No, look. No. What do you think? This is not my first time.
I know. I just.
I'm not here to make them comfortable. I'm here to make the tests. And COVID testing is better with the fingers at about the room temperature. A
little bit less?
Yeah, a little bit less. And let me. I just taste. This is my technique. I like to lick the finger.
And aerate it. I see that you aerate as well as you do it.
You with the wine. You gargle the wine. I do that for the back of my throat.
Sounds like you at hand jobs for the homeless.
Oh, what a great charity! Look, hand job for homeless. I changed subject very briefly, but I
Sorry.
must tell you, Poland is obsessed with your wonderful charity, hand job for homeless. Wow, raising so much monies. We are raising so much monies. Every homeless person.
Raising a lot of homeless men's
Lots.
junk as well.
Yep. You should see. Every homeless man is so relieved. He walk around floating.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
They're not yelling at people anymore.
No.
They're just napping.
Yes.
A lot more napping.
Right, I need to concentrate,
Sorry,
please.
sorry.
On the COVID testing. Let me just test. Yes, he's fine. He's okay.
He's clear.
Yes, Esteban Ocon, you're okay. Hey, you skinny French fucker. Yes, you're fine. You can go.
French stick.
The French stick is fine. So, but I have bad news. Look, I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys are very busy, a very nice podcast. I thank you very much for having me on the show, but fortunately, I must hand in my resignation. I have another job. I have a job at the airport.
Is this going to be a fulfilling position for you at the airport? I'm more concerned about, you getting out of the Formula 1 paddock may not, fulfill you and also keep you in a possibility of, Friday tests.
Look, I must tell you, look, my work here is done. I feel that I have done all I can do. I've given my life to COVID testing, and I need a new challenge, and the airport is where I will go.
I hate to do this to you.
Yes. It's okay, look.
I
You didn't buy me flowers, did you?
have prepared...
Not a speech. No.
No, not a speech at all. It's a counteroffer.
What?
A
Oh.
counteroffer.
Oh, okay.
To keep you interested and
No, look.
available for the podcast.
Very kind of you, look, but nothing you can do.
Just hear me out.
Okay.
Just hand it to me.
I
Just
will
for a
bend it.
second.
Sure, no problem.
We've known each other for quite some time. We've had a great rapport.
Yes, look, we like
And
each other. We are friends.
We've given you the opportunity to expand your horizons.
You have been
in
to my house.
Eurovision.
You've been inside my wife.
I've been inside your cunt.
Yes, she's a lovely cunt.
She's a beautiful
Thank
cunt.
you for teaching me the word of cunt.
Again, another thing that you may not have had
I did not.
without this podcast.
I did not know. I did not know that cunt was a beautiful term for your wife. Thank you.
You're welcome. What I would like to put forward to you
Yes, look, please talk to me.
is not only will you be a part of our podcast and a part of our family here at the F1 Podcast.
Oh, you're going to make me cry. Don't make me cry, please. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
I'm going to tug at those heartstrings of your gammy hand
Yes.
and the rest of your heartstrings that are numerous
Yes.
and quite large and bountiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
Um,
Thank you, Luke.
You're a beautiful man.
Thank you, Luke.
Now, we have an offer. Adam and I have talked
Yes.
this over.
Okay.
We would like you to be the official COVID tester of the Narain Grand Prix and the Grand Marshal. So you'll have like an ambassadorship of the Narain Grand Prix.
What?
And we're going to give you... We've designed a Robert Kubica at-home testing COVID kit.
No.
And you'll be getting a percentage of those profits. So we just want to make sure that your family's supported and also that you feel you're part of the Effing On podcast family.
Oh, Luke, I am so proud. Oh, God. Oh, I'm crying like a baby.
Do you think
you've
that-
done it. No, you've done it to me. You have done it to me. You're making me cry. I'm proud. I am honored.
Just think about it.
Oh,
Don't answer me now.
oh, look, you're making me so proud, so happy.
So then just the next podcast,
Yes.
have a think about
Okay.
it. Talk to your wife. your lovely cunt.
Yes, my
And-
cunt, my
and
cunt.
Just see, after Monaco, just
So much to...
we'll have a talk and see what you do. If you want to go and stay
kind.
with the airport, by
Yes.
all means.
So kind.
But I think that we've got something that is probably more fulfilling.
Oh, look, it's a wonderful offer. I cannot thank you guys enough.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. So, you will be making me a special offer to Robert Kubica
To you.
to be at the gate at the Effing Van podcast Monaco of the Gold Coast Narang GP,
That's correct.
and I will be testing people, and then
Everyone that comes to the Nurang Grand Prix.
everybody.
Everyone.
It will take a long time for people to come
We're very thorough.
through the gates.
We don't want
okay.
people.
You don't mind waiting?
There's a lot of things in Nurang, but not COVID. There's a lot of diseases.
Yes.
There's a hell of a lot of
Don't worry,
bacterial
Luke.
infections.
Don't worry. If there is COVID, I will find it. I will find the COVID.
There's no one else I'd have testing the Nurang community than you.
Oh, you have touched my heart. You've
You've
touched.
touched the homeless
Oh,
in Poland,
yes, hand
probably
jobs.
in ways that you shouldn't have.
It was a long day. When I thought the misunderstanding of the English, I thought you say head job, and it was hand. I suck off 47 homeless people in Poland. It was.
I thought it was more.
No. Sorry, how many did I say?
I thought it was more.
No,
I
it's
thought there'd be more.
447.
447.
Yes, what did I say?
You said 47.
Oh no, I wish.
I was like, that's not that
It's
bad
like
a day.
It's like the ladies.
That's one day of work.
The ladies have the baby, they give it birth, and at the time, horrible. But a couple of years later, they always look back fondly on the memories. This is the way I think about this day when I suck off 425 people of the homeless variety. Jesus Christ. Okay, I will take this offer. This very kind Effing Fun podcast
You're
offer.
taking it now?
No. I will take it back to my wife, my lovely cunt. I will talk to the cunt.
Oh, you're getting me emotional.
And I will have a decision for you. And I will be an ambassador.
Ambassador?
Ambassador.
You'll be
Testing.
the Grand Marshal. You'll be testing. And you'll be
Grand
able to get the percentage of the profits from your at-home testing kit,
You
which
will
is
be-
modelled after your gammy arm.
Oh my God. The Effing Fun podcast
Mm-hmm.
COVID testing kit look like my arm.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody get to take home a little mini replica of my arm.
It's not a mini replica. It's the actual
It's-
size.
Holy moly. And they can do their own testing at home.
Own testing at home.
And then
Push it in.
Push it in.
Take it out.
Put it in the
give
bag.
it a sniff. Give it a lick.
Give it a lick. Oh, this
And
is
I've got some coffee beans in there to sort of
neutralize the
cleanse
palate.
the palate.
Neutralize.
See? We thought of everything.
Wow, this is beautiful. I will go away and I will come back to you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Say hi to your lovely cunt.
I will. Thank you, fellas. I'm touched and I'm emotional. I need to sit down.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you for your time.
Well, there you go. That's Robert Kubica. I think.
Hand in the paddock.
Hand in the paddock. We thought it might be the last one ever, but it seems like you may have just reined him in.
Well, we had to do something. We can't just let him go.
This podcast cannot afford.
I
to
just hope
lose
it's good
Robert
enough.
Kubica.
Hope it's enough for him.
There's a lot. There's a lot. You've offered a lot of great things for Robert. I mean, to turn that down. What's the count? What's
For an airport job.
airport job? And what he's going
A
to be?
human sniffer dog.
He's going to be celebrated and loved. Testing everyone that comes through the gates at Narang. I mean, it's his dream job. Testing COVID
Oh.
testing. He lives and breathes COVID testing. Luke
Breathes it indeed.
literally inhales it, licks it, swallows it.
Yeah.
And then the ambassadorship, where he's like, a signatory, and he's like,
He has some very busy hands.
and then the kits, the mini
The at-home
COVID
testing kids
at home Robert Kubica testing kit. It's beautiful,
with life-size gammy hand.
life size gammy hand, 1-to-1.
Yeah. We sent a mould over, got a mould of his hand, and we've come up with it.
Robert Kubica, thank you so very much.
Got some F1 news.
Yes, it's time
Would
for
you like
some news.
Romain Grosjean will be driving the Mercedes
Oh,
at the French Grand Prix because after his accident, Toto Wolff
yeah.
put out a wreath, or what do you call it, an olive branch, and said, "We don't want your Formula One career to end this way. We want you to drive one of our cars." So
Not in the race.
No. It's just it'll be on the French Grand Prix weekend, and he'll be driving a car that's a couple of years old.
Yeah.
I think it's a W10, maybe.
Right.
He might be driving. Yes, the W10 at the French Grand Prix.
That's nice.
So he'll get a chance to take some full beans on a Formula One World Championship.
That's
car.
nice. For a moment, I thought you were going to suggest that they were going to boot Bottas out for one race. I mean, he can't do any worse than a Bottas.
No, you can't.
But no.
But Grosjean actually got pole position at the Indy GP on the weekend.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's fourth IndyCar race, and he got pole position. It's a road circuit, so similar to the one they used to drive in the early 2000s, the Indianapolis Grand Prix.
Yeah.
That they had 6 cars rock up and do. I have watched the race. I'm actually going to watch it after this because I've avoided it all day.
I mean, you'd like to say that's more to do with Grosjean being really quick, but in actual fact, it's less about that and more about Indy being shit.
No, not at all. We had Scott McLaughlin, Australian supercar. He's a Kiwi, but he was a supercar champion here in Australia. And he qualified 5th, his first time in the Fast 6.
Wow.
So a lot of good things happening over there. Will Power spun and stalled it, and he was back in 12th.
Good driver, Will Power.
Good driver, great name.
At some stage, there was talk about him going to F1.
There was. He did an F1 test with Will Davison for Minardi.
Yeah.
Back in 2003, I think it was. Him
Yep.
and Will both did a test at Misano, I think it was, and they did pretty well.
But not well enough to get the seat.
No, they needed money. They needed money
of course.
to get a drive. But Paul Stoddart, who was an Australian owner at the time, said, let's give these couple of boys half a day each. And Will Power was a little bit quicker than Will Davison. But Davison is Will Davison drives the Minardi 2-seater at the Australian Grand Prix. So if you're ever in Melbourne at 7 o'clock in the morning, you hear a Formula 1 car going around the streets of the Albert Park on the Formula 1 weekend, that is Will Davison driving the car, as well as Zolt Baumgartner, who was an ex-F1 driver. Zolt's let himself go.
Yeah.
But Will Davison is still a active supercar driver here in Australia.
Right.
Good bloke, Essendon supporter. Love him.
Oh. Australian rules football. For those who don't unaware, Aussie rules, Essendon. How's your team going, by the way?
They won a game.
They did, didn't they?
They did.
That's good news.
Just.
Only just. My team's doing all right as well, Luke. So that's good news.
Of course it is.
It is time to... Oh, you know what? It's
I've
time
got
to
more
do...
news.
Oh, sorry. I was going to chuck you in Luke's lap.
We can do
Bit
Luke's
early.
lap.
Bit early. Sorry, no. Keep going with the news, please,
So
Luke.
news. The only other we'll just briefly get into it. Turkey's been cancelled.
Oh,
They're
no.
gonna have
Not the Speckled Jim.
No, not the race.
Yeah, I know.
Turkish Grand Prix.
But it is the commemorative
Yes.
Speckled Jim track.
Yeah.
Speckled Jim being our prized cock that died tragically in some horrible training incident that producer Pete wasn't aware of.
He was asleep at the wheel.
Wasn't he
Just like he is with producing this podcast.
Fucking hell.
I'm surprised none of us have died, really, if you think about it.
Yes.
Mid-podcast,
Well-
one of us is going to be knocked on the head by a dippy bird and Pete's just over there twiddling his thumb.
Yes.
So, no Turkish Grand Prix, double Austrian Grand Prix, and Monaco will have a McLaren that looks a little bit different. It's got a Golf retro livery that's on there.
Yes, you did show me the photo. I like it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Bit retro, bit of a throwback, that one.
I'd keep it.
I would too. I'm not a... I mean, they stand out, the Williams...
Stand out like dog's
The
balls.
McLaren's cars do stand out, but it's not in a great way. I mean, they're good. They're good because they do stand out, and you can tell it's a McLaren, but I don't know, it could be a bit better. And I like that. I like the look of this car, so I can't wait to see it drive around the streets of Monaco.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, lovely segue, Luke. Silky smooth. Let's talk about Monaco. My God.
Love Monaco.
It's back.
It is.
We missed out last year.
We did.
What a shame. But it's not Formula One without Monaco.
No.
Sure, it's not a track you can overtake on. No. It's not a spectacle in that respect.
No.
It is a spectacle for the traditions, like this podcast is. We love to highlight the traditions.
Yep.
We tip the cap every time we get a chance.
Yep.
And Monaco, it's just the birthplace.
Yeah, it is. First Grand Prix in 1950.
Yes. First race was won by Fangio.
I believe it was.
Yep, 1950.
The last race held there was 2019 at Monaco on the streets of Monte Carlo. It's, as you said, it's less of a racing track, like people overtaking and passing and manoeuvring around. It's more about a track that's going to test the drivers into concentration, being able to commit to every lap of the
narrow streets.
The 78 laps. It's the only Grand Prix that doesn't go 200 kilometres in race distance. It goes 260.286 kilometres of this 3.337 kilometre track. First Grand Prix, as I said, 1950. The lap record is Max Verstappen in 2018 with a 1 minute 14.260. The pole position man was Hamilton with a 1 minute 10.166 back in 2019. And the winner of the race was Hamilton ahead of Vettel and Bottas in the 2019 race. Monaco, great track. I love everything about this circuit.
It's exciting.
It's
a prize
difficult.
above any other prize.
Yeah.
To win Monaco, it's a different feeling. It's a different reaction.
That's why it's a part of the Triple Crown.
Yep, that's it.
Triple Crown being the Indianapolis 500, the Monaco Grand Prix, and the Le Mans 24-hour race.
The three biggest of all.
Yeah. And the Monaco Grand Prix is this weekend, and I'm incredibly excited for it.
What time are we expecting to be able to view this over on the eastern side of Australia?
It's a very good question.
Is it going to be really awkward again? Is it going to be like 3 a.m?
So the race times,
yeah,
we'll go to Auckland first, is 1 a.m.
It's okay.
Yep. Queensland, Australia, which is where we're at.
It's 2,
the eastern side. It's at 11.
Oh,
11
of course.
p.m.
That's great.
Yes,
That's
very
good for
exciting.
us.
Perth, your old home stomping ground, 9 p.m.
Absolutely ideal.
4 o'clock for Helsinki in Finland to our Finnish listeners. So we'll give you a bit of a shout out. Our Swedish listeners in Stockholm, the Grand Prix will be on at 3 p.m. A nice, perfect little time for you. London, it's at 2. If you're in Caracas,
Lovely spot.
beautiful spot. Very humid.
Bit sticky.
Very high humidity.
Bit moist.
It's at 9 a.m. And Los Angeles is at 6. 6 a.m. on the Sunday morning. New York, same as Caracas, 9. So those are the race times in your neck of the woods.
Of all those, I reckon the one that's got the best deal, Perth, Western Australia.
Oh, yes. Perfect time.
9 o'clock p.m. Perfect. Kids are asleep. You're rewinding. You're just chilling. You've had a couple of beers. You're perfectly chilled. 11 o'clock for us, it could be worse.
It could.
But it's not 9. That's
not
spot
bad.
on.
But it's not a quick race.
No.
But I'm really, really looking forward to this weekend, purely just to see how good Daniel is on this street. He owns these streets.
He does. He's always very quick. What are you tipping? What's your prediction?
Oh, I think if we can just bump off, the top 2 teams, that'd be an interesting race. If we could have the fight for, the Ferraris, the McLarens.
If the Red Bulls and the Mercedes just ran into each other in practice and they couldn't get out to qualify.
They ran out of parts, which I'm sure will happen with
Max
Haas.
Verstappen style. They just run into the barrier. Perfect.
George Russell will get a point. That's my prediction.
Interesting.
On the streets of Monaco.
Okay.
Jules Bianchi did it. Can't see why George can't. Needs some
Where's Dan
attrition.
going to qualify and finish?
Dan will qualify in 4th.
And finish?
3rd.
Ooh. Interesting.
That's my prediction.
Okay, I'm going to predict that Max crashes out. And
that's a common prediction for you.
Yeah.
It's more of a prayer.
Yeah, it is actually more of a prayer, more of a wish. And that Dan will win. In a McLaren. It'll be the win of the season.
There you go.
You heard it here first. Time to catch up with... Oh, did you have something else you wanted to add there on the Monaco? Because right now we're waiting for this man.
I'm hard.
I know you are.
This man's going to appreciate it.
Kimi fucking Räikkönen. Kimi fucking Räikkönen. Let's catch up with him right now. He is the barroom brawler. And he is on this very podcast, FE1 podcast. Hello, Kimi. Blah, blah.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Have you been drinking?
Yeah, I've been having a couple of beers, a couple of vodkas.
Is that a common preparation for the Monaco Grand Prix?
I'm always drunk. I'm drunk during most races, actually. I like to drink on most occasions.
But it's not. You're not so drunk. You're quite. You know.
No,
You're
I'm-
used to the amount of alcohol that you.
Oh, you take a blood sample, asshole. I'm 50% alcohol. I'm 50% alcohol. That's the best way to drive. That's what I always do. That's what I say to my friends, my wife. Say, drive on your piss, baby. Look, I'm just so excited, really. I love being here.
How's your kids?
Oh, fantastic. Oh, my God, it's so great. Yeah, it's so
You love being a dad?
What?
You love being a dad?
Oh, no, I'm not a dad.
No.
No,
You're
I
not
just-
their dad.
Well,
Someone else's kids?
I'm a semen sample. I just donated my sperm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know.
What are their
just-
names again?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I think they're in Finland somewhere doing something. I don't know.
Making the
Yeah.
glues.
Probably.
Is it a shooting moose?
Shooting moose, are they? Well, tell them I love them, okay? Is that right? Are you,
I thought that was their name.
have you
Shooting
been
moose.
Have you been fucking my wife?
Shooting
Are
moose.
you the
right
guy?
now.
Are you the guy she's seeing?
No,
Is it you?
it's not me.
Really?
No,
Because you're a good-looking bastard.
I have a vagina.
You're a good-looking bastard. Well, she likes the ladies. That's helpful. That's probably what she's after.
Oh, maybe she
Yeah.
knows Sebastian Vettel's wife.
Oh yeah, Sebastian Vettel. She is a big lady. Oh my God, Sebastian Vettel. That marriage is a charade, surely. That's a charade. That's a charade.
It's great use of the English language.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, the very pressing. I mean, not charades. I hate that game. I fucking hate charades. What am I? Movie, 2 words? Fuck off! No, a charade is in pretending. Sebastian Vettel, just don't tell anyone. Come closer. Sebastian Vettel is gay. Oh, no, I'm serious, man.
Well,
I'm
that's a
serious.
bombshell.
No, I'm serious. I saw him sucking off. I saw him sucking off one of the tire guys.
It wasn't.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It wasn't Terry, was it?
Terry? Who's Terry?
You know Terry?
Big cuck? You big, huge
Hey,
cuck? He had a-
Terry, he's always in the pits.
yeah, you
He's
got a
always-
big cuck. He was going down on that thing like it was a lollipop. Like it was a bubby. He was bubby for apples.
Wow.
He was fucking
That's
going
a
to town.
bombshell.
Oh, God. This is the first time I've told anybody. But I'm glad I told
Didn't
you
you
guys.
sign a non-disclosure agreement with Sebastian Vettel?
No, he didn't see me. I was just peering around the corner. I was actually just having some vodka.
You're sneaking a vodka.
That's correct. I went down into the Aston Martin garage. They got the best shit, man. They got the best vodka.
Really?
They got the primo vodka, man.
I thought Haas would have had the good vodka.
Haas? My God, you fucking kidding me? It's just water.
I thought with a Russian connection.
Yeah, but no, they can't afford it, man. They cannot afford
That's
it.
true. They spent it all on parts.
No, they put it
And-
they put it in the car.
Legal recourse.
Yeah,
with
they
Me
don't,
Too
they
Massive.
don't use fuel. They use vodka in the car. Anyway, you know. So they were sucking him off.
Wow, there it is.
Yeah.
What a bombshell.
And I watched him finish the job.
You watched him the whole time.
It's disgusting.
Thanks for your time, Kimi Räikkönen.
I feel like I need to beat someone up. Can I beat you up?
No.
Because,
You'll find someone.
yeah, really? Oh, yeah. There's a guy over there. I'm going to beat him up. Hey, asshole. Come here. That's right. I'm Kimi fucking Räikkönen. What's that? Oh, you got your fucking potty mouth. I'm going to smack that fucking shit out. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Fucking hell. He's a very aggressive man.
Kimi Räikkönen. Wow, on F1 podcast. That was Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I never thought he cared about stuff, but the only thing he seems to care about is punching people.
And drinking. Drinking and punching.
Drinking and punching.
And watching Sebastian suck cock. I mean,
I wasn't expecting that.
I was not expecting
Like,
that.
we all have our inklings.
Well, we thought.
Maybe.
Funny enough, good time for a Ford sell. We
Hmm.
are going to have Sebastian Vettel on this podcast.
What about him? Are we going to
We can ask him.
Post sell? We're going to. What was your highlight so
do
far?
Luke, it's
Hmm.
time for a F1 podcast post sell. We need to settle down, have a look back at this podcast, all the highlights we've seen so far.
Oh,
Wow.
The intro.
The intro.
Robert Kubica.
Robert, the awards.
Good awards. Solid turd championship.
Your trip to the meteor shower when you were camping.
That was
That was-
a low point.
That wasn't great, that
No.
part of the podcast.
No. The bit of us talking about Spain wasn't great.
Spain. big race. Spain race was a good race. And a good
Kubica
podcast.
was great.
Gee,
Very emotional.
And you've been good on this podcast today, Luke.
Tugged at the heartstrings.
Yeah, it did. It really did. You've been really best on ground. I'm giving you 3 votes.
Not a chance.
You're very good.
No.
You're very good at what you do, Luke.
I think you're high as a kite.
Um,
You get off the hooch.
Coming up, quick little forward sell. Guess we've got Toto Wolff,
Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel, Dan Ricciardo.
Dan Ricciardo.
Yep. And
Oh.
any other segments that we've skipped? Let me have a bit of a sneak peek. No, we've just pretty much got. We don't have a Narang GP update, do we, Luke? The Monaco of the Gold Coast, the beautiful, not the Monaco. It's the Monaco of the Gold Coast. It's a bit shit. It's a bit horrible. Narang.
It is.
It's a bit
Bit of a
decrepit.
shithole.
But we have proposed to Liberty Media a beautiful alternative to the Albert Park track,
Yep.
and it is a beautiful
By
undulating
diverting
circuit.
it a couple thousand kilometres
Yep,
further north
further north.
and having it at the great city by the Nerang River.
By the stink. The city by the stink. The Narang River. The stinky river. And what we are going to do is chuck you, Luke, very shortly into the Luke's lap. We want to get you driving around the streets of Monaco.
I can do that.
Is that okay?
I haven't actually been in the simulator since the last podcast,
Is that right?
and we all know Monaco is probably the most difficult track to drive around. I'm going to give it a go.
It's tricky.
It is.
How do you normally go?
Oof,
Not great.
no.
No.
Damage will be off.
Good. No, we can't have damage on because you won't make it around the track.
No. Right.
This is very similar to, speaking of Narang GP, the actual
take
track.
the mic for a walk.
Yeah, no, do that. Comparisons between the Narang GP and the actual Monaco, the real Monaco.
The real Monaco.
Yeah, I mean, there are similarities in the track, aren't there, Luke?
Yeah, there's corners.
There's corners, there's concrete, there's road,
It's a street circuit.
it's a street circuit. There's not as many prostitutes and drugs that we have in Narang.
There is.
Homeless.
But they're a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
They are. There's a lot. There is still drugs in Monaco.
There would
But it's
be.
good drugs.
Good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Best
yeah.
drugs, and it's tax free.
And expensive. Narang, very cheap on the drugs. And cheap prozzies.
Oh, that ice is cut with something bad.
Oh boy. And Sandra, she will do anything for a $5. She's a lovely girl, but
Won't get that kind of hospitality in Monaco.
no, you will not.
It'll be €500.
Yes, it will be. Very top shelf. Top shelf. All right, now you slip yourself into that beautiful hand-whittled effing one podcast, making Formula One great again. Simulator, Luke.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, I'm locked in.
Just adjusting the the microphone, the
How's
seat.
that?
Looking good, Luke.
Oh, feels like home.
Yep. And we're going to do Luke's lap due to popular demand. Luke, people have been requesting that you jump in the simulator and give us a hot lap.
There was at least 3 people.
At least 3.
Yeah.
So 90% of our listening audience has requested that you go on this track
Yep.
and talk us through the famous, the turns.
I think I'd peed in here last. The pedals are a little bit
Did you?
closer.
Oh, really? A bit sticky?
I'll be driving like Mark Webber in the Minardi in 2002. Just got to keep the legs up.
There's been some famous races on this circuit, Luke, on the Monaco streets. Some big races.
Which car am I going to drive?
Oh, you've got to go for Dan's on the McLaren, don't you?
Going to McLaren?
Because we think this is going to be pole position. We think this is going to be the race winner.
Monaco?
Dan Ricciardo is a genius on this track. A genius.
Unbeaten. Unparalleled.
Unparalleled. Should be a 2-time winner of it.
Should be.
That-
Easily.
Yeah. Could have been.
Fucking Red Bull.
Fucking Red Bull screwing up his
They
pit
did
stop.
give him the win bonus that's in his contract. So he did. I think he made another $1 million from it.
Is that right?
So he should
Because
have.
they felt so bad about it.
Well, yeah, they fucked him up. It's pure negligence.
Yeah. But, I mean, that $1 million doesn't mean much when you've lost
No.
Monaco. Fuck. Keep your fucking $1
All
million.
right.
Oh, wow. This is a tight circuit. You got the green on. Good. The driver assist. Damage is off.
Damage is off.
About to start
There you go.
the lap. Talk us
The
through us, Luke.
DRS.
Talk it through.
All right, going up to Saint Devote, turn 1, braking hard, brushing the curb
Ooh.
into the wall. That's all right.
Bang.
Drive by Braille around here.
Yep.
Going up this hill. This hill's very bloody steep. Brake a little bit at the top. Cut it round. You're going into Casino Square here. There's a little stand on the left-hand side, as that wall pointed out. Just hit the side of that. Braking down into the hairpin. It's a little bit off. You do drop into that down to Fairmont Hotel on the right. Wave to everyone there. G'day guys, how you going?
There they are.
Coming out. Hit that wall. That's it's important to just check and make sure that these walls are sturdy and rugged. And without me testing them, you
Yep.
wouldn't know.
No, that's it. It's health and safety.
There's a safety point that we bring from the podcast, bring it into the game. As you go down 4, oh jeez, out of the tunnel, downhill,
Sensational.
the curbs. It's a very slow lap, but as I said, it's about testing the structural rigidity of a lot of these barriers. Going through the swimming pool section,
Ooh, nice.
beautiful. It's probably
Yeah.
the best thing I've ever done there.
Wow, that was really pretty.
No,
No, you're doing a great job, Luke.
Going into the last corner here.
Don't fuck this up.
Oh.
Oh, he's fucked it.
No, I've done a
Oh, no. What happened there?
I've done a Michael Schumacher and parked it.
Oh, no.
For some reason, it just
Not to
stopped
worry.
and it's giving me.
Oh, dear. Oh, and you
What
just...
the
Now you're just embarrassing yourself, Luke.
So as I've turned around the corner, my wrist has pressed a button, which has then shown me a replay of what I just did. And then when I've gone back, it's gone back 3 corners onto the main straight. A great part of the lap, an integral part of this podcast that is making F1 great again.
Luke's lap, everybody. Absolutely spot on, Luke. Wow. It just goes to show, I mean, you are one of the great go-kart drivers of the Kingston Park Raceway. And the fact that you've still got it and you can still make your way and negotiate your way around the Monaco GP track, phenomenal.
Yeah, making a way, my way. If I had damage on, probably didn't make it out the first corner.
No. There's some big hits.
Yeah, the front wing would come off. Probably the front left would have bent under itself, and then I'd
Yep.
just be
Yep.
skating around on 3 wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the best lap.
But
I've done better, but I survived and I didn't roll it.
well done. And for
Unlike
the...
Mazepin.
Yes.
Imagine what Mazepin's going to do this weekend. He'll be on his roof. You
Can you
know, when
imagine?
you play those video games
Yeah.
and the car, it would just go from nowhere, like just sitting still to just up on its roof.
Yep.
Like, how did that happen?
First practice
That's-
session.
that's giving
First
me
practice.
Mazepin.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
And hopefully those who loved seeing you back in the car enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they did. Who wouldn't?
Yep, Luke's lap, love it. Time to speak to Sebastian Vettel
Oh, piece
before
of
you wrap
podcasting.
up, because this podcast is rapidly coming to its end, its natural conclusion. Let's speak to Sebastian Vettel. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, what's going on? It's me, Sebastian Vettel, four-time
Sebastian.
world champion. How's it going?
How you going?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, thanks, Luke.
Welcome to the Effing One podcast.
Thank you, Luke. Nice to see you guys. You look great. Jesus, you have really, really been working out. You've lost so much weight. How much weight have you lost now?
22 kilos?
Holy shit. That's amazing. Wow.
It's like a quarter.
A quarter of your body weight. Wow. How did you have fun in the Alps
I did.
doing the photographing?
I did. I had some fun up there.
Yeah, what did you do by yourself?
I had a...
With the guys?
I
Did you hang out with the guys
bit
like
of Brokeback Mountain action.
Did you do some Brokeback Mountain? Didn't call me, son of a bitch.
No, I had no reception up there.
No reception. Oh, no.
I had to walk a fair distance to get reception.
How many guys were up there with?
Oh, it was just me and a couple other blokes.
Sure, whatever. What was their
Don't know
names?
their names. Marcus.
Not Mark. That's
Sam.
Mark. My arch nemesis. God damn it, Mark. Why are you always stealing him away from me?
It's Marcus.
Not Marcus.
Yes.
Sure.
Just make sure.
Look, I've got to tell you something. Marcus, if you're listening, leave him alone. He's mine. Okay? Lucky is mine.
I like this side of you.
I have always loved you.
Really?
Yes, I have. I love you.
Do you know, we spoke to Kimi Räikkönen before,
Oh,
and he said he saw...
He's such a great guy, Kimmy. Oh, he's such a laugh. He's always joking.
He just happened to mention he had a little rendezvous with a mechanic in the
What?
bushes.
Where, me?
Yes.
Doing when? What did you talk about? What? What are you saying?
No, that Kimi Räikkönen just said that you
Does
were...
Heidi know?
No, no.
What?
No,
What?
no.
What's happening?
She's not listening to this podcast, don't worry. Your secret is safe with
No,
us.
she's more of a. She likes to listen to the body weighting, the workout gym.
She prefers to smash pasties.
Yeah, she likes. Yeah.
How are the kids?
Oh my God, little Max. Oh, he's so cute. You should see him. He talks about you all the time. There's a Shumi, little Shumi, and there's little Dan, little Danny boy. Oh, they're so great. And my wife Heidi, she's such a great mother. Oh, she's so amazing.
She is.
She's such a. I was going to say a hottie. She's not. Yeah, she's not. She's a big
She's
lady.
warm.
She's warm.
She's got good coverage.
She's like a very warm fridge. Gigantic fridge that can hold 15 steins in the hand. She's
Impressive.
great. She's so aggressive. She's so lovely.
You looking forward to this weekend's Monaco?
Oh yeah,
Grand Prix?
absolutely. I love Monaco.
You've won here.
Many times, Luke. I love the circuit. So super. I think that we're going to have a much better time this weekend. I
Really?
think we're going to do quite well. I think we are going to do... we've been looking at the way we could to improve the car. And I said, let's swap it. Let's swap it. Let's swap it.
What's fop it?
Change it. Swap.
Oh, swap.
Swap. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I thought you said fop. I'm like, what
No,
the
no,
fop?
sorry. Look, don't tease me. English is not my first language. Okay?
Okay.
Swap it.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, I'm going to... Let's change it with a better car.
Okay.
That's what I said at the meeting
Yeah.
in front of Mr. Stroll. And Mr. Stroll got very angry.
Are you?
He was just chucking things around. And he was saying, we've got a great car. We went for the wrong tactic at the start of the season. It's not our fault. We went for the high reg. We should have gone for the low reg, blah, 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 blah. He's just making excuses all the time. And I just said, look, the car's shit. Okay? Hey, Stroll, your car is shit. Okay? Didn't like that much. Didn't like that
Lance
much.
is doing all right with it.
So I stormed out of there. I grabbed the first mechanic I could find and I sucked him off. What? What's that? Oh, is it? Am I on the podcast?
No, we're not
What's-
recording now.
What podcast is this
record
called?
later.
What is it?
Everyone's
I don't
podcast.
fucking care, Luke. I don't want to talk about my family. Okay?
Okay.
I've got to go.
Okay.
I've got to go. There's a guy waiting for me. I mean, there's a. I've got
Is
to
your,
do
your physio.
physio. Yes, physio. Got the stretching and the stuff.
Yeah. And
Stretch.
get your ass bleached.
Yeah, get a Google sack. I need to get a bleach. And I need to get a back sack and crack. He's the best.
You'll be fresh for Monaco.
I love to be fresh.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Luke. Bye. That was Sebastian Vettel.
Four-time world champion.
Wow.
Sucking off a stranger.
We get the big names here, Luke.
We do.
We get the
And the
Who
scoops.
would've- We get the big news. The big news right here. Who would have thought this little Aussie knockabout podcast had so many big names on it? Well, it's been wonderful, Luke. I've had a wonderful time on the podcast. Any last thoughts?
No, we're going to say hi to Toto.
Oh, crap. Oh, and Dan.
Oh, no, we'll get to Dan.
Oh, Jesus.
Just quickly after Toto.
How could I? Unbelievable. I do apologise. We've got Toto Wolff. He's waiting for us. Oh, my God. So many names on this podcast. Toto, are you there? Toto, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm so sorry, Toto.
I've been waiting for quite some time. What the
my
fuck is going on?
God,
I
you-
thought you guys ran a professional outfit.
Oh, no, look. No, there's... no, Toto. There is nothing professional about this podcast.
What did you call me?
Luke's over here. I was just looking at Luke and talking to you at the same... Sorry, Toto.
You're
Yeah.
wasting my fucking time.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe... Why is it that you actually agree to be on this podcast?
I don't know. They said you need to talk to these fuckwits, and here I am once again,
Jesus.
waiting and waiting. And the one thing I
Sorry.
hate is waiting.
Okay, well, let me at least ask you a question.
You have very little time left.
Sorry, you've got to go do a workout. I understand you've got to lift some weights and all that sort of stuff. COVID safe being a priority.
How do you expect I keep this physique
Yep. No,
and
absolutely.
these guns?
They are huge. You've got huge guns, Toto, and you're a very intimidating man. So the race in Barcelona, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you always plan it to be a two-stop race?
We always plan to be better than Red Bull. We are smarter. And once again, this just proves our point that these guys are not very smart.
Yep.
Their strategy is insufficient and they are weak.
It seems like you're, again, galloping away in the World Championship. You're right in front. Any words of advice, any tips for Christian Horner? Is there a message you'd like to give him?
Listen, Christian, if you're listening, you should be listening. We are going to destroy you. You think that your pretty car with the blue and the red and the yellow is going to beat us? We are black. We are fast. You are weak. You will see us. You will see our rear wing so much more this season. And I think you should just give up and go away from the sport and think about your life, because you will amount to nothing anymore.
Wow, Toto. That's... And this weekend, what do you expect?
Well, we will get on pole with Lewis. We will win with Lewis. And we will once again win the Monaco Grand Prix. Then go on fourth and win the championship. And if Christian thinks he can stop us with his little Belgian Dutch boy or his Mexican boy, he's got no fucking opportunity. Max is an idiot. I don't want him in our fucking car.
No.
And Perez, what is he? What, he's a tire saver? What, back in fourth or fifth or wherever the fuck he is? No one cares. He's not getting any points. Fuck you.
Thank you, Toto. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
And that was Toto Wolff. Wow. Man, he is to the point.
We did leave him waiting a bit.
We did. He was just angry. He's just very angry. But he's off to do his workout now. So
release some endorphins. He'll be mellow again.
Blow some steam off.
Yeah.
Always great to have. I can't believe the number of names we've got in this podcast league. Absolutely. They're filling a quota, which is lovely.
Look at this spread.
Oh, my God.
Mrs. Luke, Mum.
Mrs. Luke, you delicious woman, you. Mrs. Luke, your mum.
Yep.
Putting on a beautiful Monaco feast. Love it. Some traditional, a lot of pastries, traditional Monaco Monegas treats.
Yep. Very influenced by, it's bordered near
Italy, France.
And the Mediterranean.
The lovely fresh seafoods.
There's seafood there.
Yep, the gambas, which is lovely. You've got the piscine.
Oof.
Lovely piscine with some garlic and butter. Really look at escargot. That looks lovely as well.
You can have some of that.
Delightful. Very nice.
Get into that.
I will. And a croissant.
I'll have that.
Very nice. And a baguette. And some...
It's crisp.
Yeah.
You could knock a homeless man out with this.
Oh, boy. boy. Better than knocking them off with the old wristy.
Wristies for the refugees.
Wristies for the refugees.
Yep.
It's been a wonderful podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Brought to you by Handjobs for the Homeless, the wonderful charity that is supporting the F1 podcast.
And supporting our local community.
And our community. If you do see a homeless person, please let us know. We'd love to volunteer our spare time and help them out in any way we can.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Luke.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time.